The secular theology of CRT, a faith without grace. In modern cultural landscapes, few ideologies have captured institutions with the speed and moral urgency of critical race theory, or CRT. While often framed as a legal framework or tool for social justice, CRT functions in many ways like a secular religion. It mirrors medieval Catholicism more than it reflects liberal democracy, and though it claims to support liberal ideals, it often works to replace them. CRT reveals itself not as enlightenment, but as a creed, one rooted in inherited guilt, moral debt, and priestly authority cloaked in activist rhetoric. Original sin and the inherited nature of whiteness. At its heart, CRT contains a doctrine of original sin, whiteness. Unlike classical liberalism, which sees people as moral individuals, CRT defines them by racial group. Whiteness is not just demographic, it's a moral stain, inherited, unchosen, indelible. Christianity once taught that all were born sinners in need of divine grace. CRT teaches that all white individuals are born complicit in systemic racism. Yet in this creed, grace is not just absent, it's withheld by design. This guilt is not about action or intent, it's about position in a racial hierarchy. Deny the guilt, and that becomes proof of it. CRT creates a closed theological loop, no escape, only submission. In Protestant theology, particularly Calvinism, the idea of total depravity, meaning that even the best human intentions are corrupted without resistance, isn't seen as disagreement, it's seen as fragility. Denial confirms guilt. Penance in praxis. Traditional religion offers confession and redemption. CRT offers ritual confession, privilege checking, land acknowledgments, and public admissions of complicity. These aren't discussions. They're acts of submission. Penance comes in the form of praxis, activism, allyship, and endless self-correction. Unlike religious penance, there's no forgiveness here, just continued labor. It's perpetual penance, a lifelong commitment to doing the work. Even redemption is rationed. At best, a white person can become an ally, but they're never fully redeemed, never equal. The goal isn't healing, it's vigilance and continued suspicion. Sacred texts, evangelism, and commodification. Every religion has its scriptures. CRT's sacred texts include Crenshaw, Kendi, D'Angelo, and Derek Bell. These aren't debated, they're treated as revelations. CRT spreads through education, media, corporate policy. Like a virus in a crowd, it moves from the university to the boardroom to the classroom. But it's also a brand. CRT now supports an industrial complex, workshops, consultants, DEI firms. It monetizes guilt, it sells compliance. Its profits are also vendors. With every ideology that becomes profitable, the danger of corruption grows. Redemption denied, control through eternal guilt. Christianity offers forgiveness. CRT offers none. The best one can be is less harmful, but the guilt remains. This is ontological guilt, not guilt for what you've done, but guilt for what you are, a metaphysical stain with no remedy. Whiteness becomes a permanent moral defect. There is no apology sufficient, no silence safe, no redemption final. This produces a powerful form of control. When absolution is impossible, obedience becomes virtue, silence becomes complicity, and at times silence is called violence. The new clerisy and the return of the Inquisition. Like medieval inquisitors, modern theorists enforce orthodoxy from within our institutions, HR departments, schools, media, and government. They do not persuade, they discipline, they do not forgive, they categorize. This isn't the Enlightenment, it's its undoing. It doesn't seek truth, it seeks power, and power enforced through moral absolutism. A faith without grace. The tragedy of CRT isn't just its misdiagnosis of racism, it's that it mirrors the worst parts of religion without offering hope, forgiveness, or grace. It replaces God with grievance, community with coercion, redemption with endless guilt. It is a faith without grace. And like all ungracious religions, it leads not to healing, but to fear, division, and exhaustion. Until a new reformation dares to challenge it. No civilization can endure when guilt is eternal and grace is forever denied.